Yo boys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video, I thought I would release my custom tactics video. Off the back of my previous weekend league, we ended up going 27-3, which secured us Elite 1. We had a couple of iffy losses. I lost one on pens and lost one by 1 goal. So those games honestly could go either way. For that 30-0 though, it is quite hard. You literally have to get everything go perfect for you. And in this FIFA, there's so much aids that can go wrong for you guys. So honestly, it is quite hard to get 30-0 this FIFA. So I do appreciate anybody who can get that. But obviously, off the back of this weekend league, we just finished it. I finished it probably a couple of hours ago. We did finish top 200. I think we finished about 137th or something like that. I'm not sure differentiation-wise what that means for rewards, but I'll show you guys. Let me just scroll all the way up here for you guys. 135th or 6th, 7th, maybe something like that. We ended up finishing. Yep, 137th right there. So luckily we got in. Our skill rating was 2346, which was pretty high. We did match a shit ton of good players this weekend league. As I was scrolling through the regional top 200, I noticed a fair few people that I didn't match. So I was matching quite a fair few Elite 3 to Elite 1 players. As you guys will see, regionals wise, this is where I am from, Australia. We play on the Oceanic server, so we play quite a few Asian countries as well. I think we ended up finishing, where did we finish? So top 35, which is not too bad. Obviously, off the back of last week, I finished top 200 in regionals as well. But yeah, so we're going to get into the custom tactics. As you guys will see, my team is quite ridiculous. It's quite stacked. Obviously, this stage of FIFA, after all the TOTS rewards and whatnot, when you're constantly finishing Elite, you will accumulate quite a lot of coins. And with a lot of coins, you can afford a team like this. Star players are obviously 99 Cristiano Ronaldo and Mbappe. Those two carry the line for me, with my wingers being Dembele and Nani, and then Mateus and De Jong playing midfield. By the way, Ramos and Militao, the best duo you will get in this FIFA that aren't right backs. Ramos is by far the best centre-back in the game. He doesn't have the pace like a Militao or Varane, but his body type, his defensive awareness, his AI, his read of the game, it makes him the best centre-back in the game. You need to complete this, sell your team, do whatever you can. He does not let anything get through. And then obviously Militao, one of the best cards in the game. Thankfully, I got him untradeable when he came out as a 92 out of the guaranteed FOF card. Paredes, he's also a really good card as well. Strong links to, obviously, Mbappe. And, honestly, just an amazing card. I was using Zambrotta as my right back, but for me personally, if you go to these stats, Paredes just absolutely smokes him out of the park. We do have the brand new Mateus in as well that I've tried out. He's only played about 30 games. Yeah, 36 games. No goals, but a few assists as well. And then obviously, the rest of the team is as is. We did replace Essien. I feel like at this stage of the game, Essien is just a little bit too slow. In bad gameplay as well, he does feel very sluggish. Obviously, 99 Cristiano Ronaldo. I believe I bought him for about 4.2. He's now 3.6, so I don't know what happened. This crash is pretty much losing everybody coins. Same with my Mbappe as well. I bought him for about 4 mil maybe 2 weeks ago, and he's now down to 2.7, something like that. He'll probably just keep crashing, but as you can see, his stats are ridiculous. 72 games in Div 1, 2200 plus, and FUT Champs, and he's got 91 goals and 50 assists, and that's obviously behind Cristiano Ronaldo, so, he's got to get what he's got to get. But what you're all here for is the custom tactics video. Now, for me personally, I run 4 different custom tactics throughout the weekend. My main one is my 4-4-2 brackets 2. Now, this is what I run all the time, constantly. If I do go a goal down or I need a goal back, and it's 20 minutes left, 30 minutes left, I will go into a 4-2-2, constant pressure, just to try and get a goal, back to draw, and then obviously I switch back to the 4-4-2 bracket. If I'm winning by 2 or 3 goals and, I just want to hold the game out, I just want to play comfortable, I don't want to let him get a late winner or anything like that, just to kill the game pretty much, I'll change to a 5-3-2. And that pretty much is extremely hard to break down unless they're an elite level player. And even then, if you're a good player, you'll just be able to overflow their forward line. Obviously, the one downside of playing 4-4-2 is if you verse someone who's versing narrow, they have a lot of players in the middle and it kind of feels like they can overwhelm you. So if I do match someone who's using a narrow formation and I want to match them to just, stop them from playing too fast in my midfield, I'll switch to a narrow formation. That's what I use. So I'll go through my 4-4-2 brackets 2 formation. Obviously, width is on 5, depth is on 6. I recommend maybe putting it to 6 or 7 if you want the auto defensive line to come up. I do play long ball. I just feel like with players like Cristiano Ronaldo, who has one of the best attacking AIs in the game, if you have long ball on, you have him as his custom tactics to get in behind. The runs he makes are just ridiculous. Same with Dembele and Nani when you do tell them to get in behind. Obviously for my defensive, I have my width on 5 as well, and then my players in the box, I have it on 6. I do like a lot of my players to get into the box because when I am playing out wide, I do need a lot of support because I am playing a 2-striker formation for most of the time. Corners and free kicks you can put on 2 or 1. It doesn't really matter, whatever you guys are feeling like. And then in game, this is what I do play. I play Mbappe and Cristiano Ronaldo up top, Nani and Dembele on the wing, Mateus and De Jong in the midfield, Hernandez left back, Sergio Ramos, Militao obviously centre backs, and then Paredes right back. Now, I would recommend Kylian Mbappe on the left, as when he does cut in, he does have the finesse shot trait, whereas Cristiano Ronaldo for some reason doesn't. And to be fair, I feel like when Cristiano Ronaldo cuts in on his left foot, it's probably a bit better quality left foot. Like I feel like Ronaldo has like a 4.5 star weak foot compared to Mbappe, and then also Mbappe has outside of the foot shot trait, so when he is running in, he sometimes just hits it with the outside of his right foot instead of using his left foot, and I feel like you just want Ronaldo on his right foot at all times. If in doubt, in the team, he does have the best left foot you can get with a 4-star weak foot. Obviously, for my instructions, as you guys can see, Kylian Mbappe and Cristiano Ronaldo just balance width, get in behind, normal interceptions, and obviously come back on defense. Now, this is huge for me because when I am using Cristiano Ronaldo and Mbappe, they're physical players. They can tackle anybody on the field just because of how physical they are. So if you get players like Cristiano Ronaldo and Mbappe where they have 90 plus strength, coming back, huge bodies, bumping off those small players in the midfield like your De Jong and Mateus, they can win the ball back for you up high. And then when you do win the ball back in the midfield or in your defensive line, they're not sitting all the way up the top. They're right there in the midfield, just above the midfield, kind of playing like a double false 9, if you will. And for me personally, that works really well. With the wingers, I have come back on defense, balance width, get in behind, get into the box for crosses and normal intersections. Now that is the same for both of them. That doesn't change. For me, getting into the box for crosses is really good because if you're driving in on your right-hand side with Dembele, you want Cristiano Ronaldo and Mbappe to drive in as well, and then that obviously tees up most of the defenders, and you have someone like Nani coming in for the back post cross, and then vice versa if you are on the other wing. Now for my midfielders, I have Mateus on cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking. Now I feel like Mateus, I don't really want him shooting that much, like he has about 80 finishing or something like that, but he is a really good box-to-box midfielder. Obviously, if you have like a Bruno Fernandes or something like that, maybe even that new Acuna or Verratti, that's who you'd have going forward. But for me, De Jong scores so many goals. He's such good passing. So cover center for Mateus as well. And then for De Jong, he's cut passing lanes and he's on get forward. Now, you want one of your attackers to get forward and you want one of your attackers to sit back. So whichever you think's better in attacking wise, make them get forward, and obviously cover center as well to help out with the defensive line. Obviously, our right backs and left backs are just stay back while attacking. I do have them on overlap because obviously when they do get forward, you do want them to continue their runs. They will only do it if it's on, so that's why you put it on overlap. They'll use their attacking AI to kind of know whether to go forward or not. In my circumstances, I don't get caught out that often, and when you have a defender with 90 plus pace, they're going to be able to track back quite well anyway. And then with Eder Militao, just stay back while attacking, pretty standard stuff. Van der Sar, I just have on balance. You just let his attacking or his goalkeeping AI do what he does, and that is pretty much it for the 4-4-2 brackets 2. Now, the same formation would work with the 4-4-2, the non-brackets one. I feel like the same instructions would work just as well. But in this FIFA, I like to have my defense sit quite deep to just, soak up that midfield pressure. And then for my roles, you guys, whatever you guys feel like, you're all going to have different teams and whatnot, so that's all going to be completely different. Now, I'll show you guys my 4-2-2. This is my ultra attacking formation. If I'm down a goal or down 2 goals, I'm getting smashed, I need to get back into the game. I want to cause my opponent as much pressure as I can. This is what I'll use: constant pressure, 5 width, and then 9 or 10 depth. I like to leave them a little bit back, like 10 depth just puts them absolutely halfway up the field. I feel like 8 or 9 is good. Fast build up, as soon as I get the ball, I want to get it moving. I want to get it up the field as quick as I can. My width is on 5, my players in the box are on 7, I believe. I just want to get as many players into a scoring opportunity as I can. If I concede another goal, look, I'm already down anyway. What I'm trying to do is score and put on the pressure. Corners and free kicks on the max 5. And then that's how it plays in game. It's going to look exactly the same as they 4-4-2 brackets, but obviously they're going to be a little bit narrower, trying to cause pressure. And then the instructions, we have balance width, mixed attack for the 2 strikers. Now I don't have them get in behind because I do, it was something, I watched someone's video. When you are attacking, you just want them to change up their thing. You want them to drop back, you want them to do different things. Getting behind is just going to start making them do runs, and I feel like in high pressure situations, you just don't want them offside bombing up the field. You want them in the play ready to go. For my wingers, it's just stay forward where they were on comeback. These just get them up the field, as much pressure up top as I can, because as soon as your opponent has the ball in their back line, you want your players right up their ass ready to go. Both these are De Jong still on get forward, balance, all that. Mateus is still stay back. Obviously, you know, if you are 2-0 down, 2-1 down, you kind of want to get a goal back without conceding, but if you're a couple of goals down, I'd maybe just chuck them on both get forward. Both stay back while attacking, stay back while attacking, stay back while attacking. And that is pretty much it for my ultra attacking formation. You guys might not see in highlights me use this that much. I don't often go down by a couple of goals unless it's early, and then obviously I have the whole game to work my way back into the game. My narrow formation, I will show you guys. I have pressure after possession loss. That's pretty standard for narrow formations. As soon as you win it, you have a lot of players around them. You just want to, you know, shut them down as quickly as you can and get back into possession. We have 5-5 for depth and width. Offensive style, we have balance. We've got 5 width. Players in the box is on 8. Corners are on 2, free kicks are on 2. As you guys will see, formation-wise, we have Mbappe and Cristiano Ronaldo up top. That's pretty standard. We have Nani as cam. Now, Nani has terrible stamina compared to Dembele, so I'd rather Nani up top, and then, you know, if I do need to make a sub, I'll move Dembele up, and I'll put a fresh midfielder on, like Davies, Goretzka, someone like that. We have Mateus as the holding CDM, and we've got De Jong and Dembele playing as our wide midfielders in that formation. And then we've got Hernandez, Ramos, Eder Militao, Paredes, stock standard. As you guys will see in the instructions, both mix attack for the narrow formation. Pretty standard stuff there. Nani is stay forward, stick to position, balance crossing runs, all that jazz. Mateus is the stay back while attacking, so that will be pretty stock standard. If I can get to them, there we go. De Jong's going to be pretty much just, both De Jong and Dembele are going to have pretty standard, why doesn't it let me, there you go. But I've got Dembele on stay back while attacking. Now you might think, why would you want Dembele on stay back while attacking instead of De Jong? Personally, for me, in a narrow formation, it just works. I don't know why, but with Dembele staying back, he just offers that 5-star skills to get yourself out of trouble in the midfield, where I'd like De Jong up the field to try and tackle more, whereas I have Mateus to help Dembele stay back as well. And then balance attack on our right backs and left backs, and then just stay back while attacking for our centre backs. Now I will show you the 5-3-2 formation. There it is for you guys. Balance, long ball, all that jazz. You guys can pause the video and stuff if you guys need to. Formation wise, Mbappe, Cristiano up top, pretty stock standard. Same midfield as the narrow formation, but we have Mateus as our holding centre back in the 5-3-2 formation. Now this is really good just to sit tight, soak up the pressure, you know, for the last 20-30 minutes of a game if you're a couple of goals ahead, you know, not necessarily wanting to score, but just, you know, trying to hold out a game. 5-3-2 is extremely hard to break down, and there's only certain formations in the game that break down this formation, and if you don't know that, then you're going to struggle to break through this formation. Instruction wise, the same, get in behind. For the top 2, Dembele, get forward, De Jong. I'll just go through these quickly. You guys can pause the video if you guys need to. Get forward, Mateus, stay back while attacking, stay back while attacking, all stay back while attacking. But I do have join the attack and overlap. Obviously, when you do get the ball off them and you do want to attack, this will be very good for a quick counter attack as well. And that's pretty much it for my top 200 custom tactics video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. I'll do my best to answer anything for you guys. If you guys want to know about any of the players, you're looking to buy anybody, let me know. I'll catch you again in my FUT Champs highlights. Peace.